Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm Kathy and Jennifer is doing the video recording. Hi Jennifer.
Hi.
And we're the two sisters. So we are so glad to be able to be here and hopefully show you some of our ideas of what we've been doing with all this time at home. And we wanted to show you our what we do with cards and with picture frames and how we do home decor with some of the craft things that we just have around our house. So a few things we did go out and buy, and I'll show you some of that. But most of the things that we have around our house, you can use in so many different ways for crafting. So everybody has a picture frame somewhere in their house. I bought this years ago for cruise pictures, and I keep changing it out. Every time I go on a new cruise, I get a new cruise picture. And then you put pictures in here. Well, what if we put something special in here, like a special decor from a card, and we kind of embellish it and decorate it up, and we give it as a gift to somebody. So it would be similar to like this picture frame that I got from the Dollar Tree. So this right here is a perfect example of what we're talking about. It's something that's decorative. It has a wording on here, and the only thing that's missing on here is some embellishment, is some kind of trim and some kind of bling on it. So that's what we're talking about, is taking the things that we have and being able to use it and give it as a special gift to someone, and that they can keep around to hang on the wall or to sit on a nightstand and to be able to have a memorial of you. So here is one. I want to show you two examples of what we've done, and then I'm going to go over all the different things I have on the table. So here's another one I got from the Dollar Tree, and you can see I've added a little glitter, a little bling. I haven't done a whole lot to it, only for the fact that I just got it started. And I just wanted to do something real quick to show you that you can change the look of anything with a little bling. So you can add whatever you want onto your picture frame. And of course it already came like this, and I just added in the other embellishment. And then this one on this picture frame, yes, you're right. I took a card that I had and I cut it out. And then you can see on here what I did was I put glitter on it, I put some rhinestones on it, and I just embellished it. So, and you can see the saying on there. So I just kind of added a little bit more of a bling to it. And I try not to go over the top, but you can make your bling a little less or a little bit more. It's up to the individual. And plus, you know the person that you're going to give this to as a gift, if that's what you're intending to do. So you would want to make it for what you know that person is. Like my very best friend, she is big time into bling. She would want this whole thing blinged up, put more rhinestones the better. But for someone like me, I like less bling on my things. So everyone's different, but anyway, just keep that in mind when you're creating your gift for somebody else. Know their colors and know what they like and what the message, a special message would be. Okay, so these are the things we're going to be working on today. So let me show you what I have at the table. One of the key things is cards. You want to have cards. You can never have enough cards. So I collect cards, my mom does too, and we get a lot of cards from the Dollar Tree. We have a whole bin over here. Jennifer, if you want to show it to them. We have a whole bin of cards that we have collected over the years, and a lot of these are free from different ministries that we support. And also I have cards in my bucket over here, and not only cards, but envelopes, because you need envelopes for your crafting, which I'll show you at a later time. So key factor is cards are wonderful to use. And I'm going to show you a demo on how to decorate one of our picture frames with one of the cards, and I think you're going to really like it. This is kind of a simple thing that we're going to be doing today, because we wanted to show you how to be economic and to be having some fun with what you already have. If you don't have all the things that I have here, that's okay. Find something that you like or that you have already around the house. You will be really surprised to find what you do find. Silk flowers. I have a few silk flowers. My mom has a lot of silk flowers. Jennifer has silk flowers. So if you have silk flowers, you could actually take apart the flowers or the leaves, and you can actually use those as an embellishment on your cards or on your frames. So just keep that in mind. There's always something around your home. Sticks, stones, things that are outside, leaves that are outside. There is so much that you can do. So just be open to whatever's around you. So this is low budget. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on it. You will hear me say a lot, I've gone to the Dollar Tree, and I have found some really good things to use over the years. This is not a hobby that I do all the time, but because of the special circumstances that we're all in, I am being homebound a lot. I started picking this back up and started thinking of new gifts to give to people. And so Jennifer and I are creating new things to give to people for their birthdays, their anniversaries, and for the Christmas time coming up in the next few months. So let me show you on the table some of the key things that you need to have for just getting started. And then I'm going to show you how to get started on one. I kind of have it jump started, and we're going to finish it out so that we can show you how to do this. Everybody does it differently, so don't expect to use the same materials I do. Just be creative and use what you want to use and what you have. Again, this is not meant to be where you go out and buy all this stuff. You got to have everything that I have, because I've been collecting this stuff a little bit here and there. Wherever I see things marked down on clearance or on sale, that's when I get it. So, but it's still a lot of fun to just do with things for the minimum. Okay. All right. So let's start. So again, we have the cards, rhinestones. I happened to went to Hobby Lobby, and for like 16 bucks, I spent and got all this variety of different colors of rhinestones. I love this. You can see how much I have used. I've used like half of this already, and I've had this probably for like 3 years. And because it's so many different sizes, I love it, and I love the colors. And you see, right before I start any work, I spread out the colors so I can quickly grab the right size at the right color. Another thing to have is, I picked these up at Walmart, but of course you can get them at Hobby Lobby, and if you look at the Dollar Tree also, you'll find some of these. Book scrapping groups, they will snatch these up real quick. But I love to have a few of these stick-ons. A lot of people use them for book scrapping, but these are good to embellish a card or to embellish something on your picture frame. So these are really good to have. Okay, and another thing that you want to have is right here is you want to have some glitter. These are self-adhesive glittered ribbons, and you should be able to, you can cut these to whatever length, size you want, and I love them. And also too, here's another style. This one is, if you can see it there, it's blue, a light blue color, and it comes in different sizes. Again, self-adhesive. So these are quick and easy. If you only need one, you just clip one off and attach it where you need to. And you have all the different sizes, and I really love this. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And then if you're not too good with your writing and you want to do some pretty stenciling, I highly recommend for extra bling something glitter and something with the little rhinestones on it. So it really adds a little additional little bling to what you're trying to do. Okay. All right. So then we have these set aside. So another thing that I found, and Jennifer, if you can show these up over here, I appreciate it. So we have right here on the table, these came from the Dollar Tree. We have some little plastic bling little hearts. We have some butterflies of different colors, and these are all wonderful spring colors too. It's wonderful. I love them. And then we have some little flowers. So you can use these however you want. and I'm actually going to show you how to use some of these. Another thing you want to have is ribbons. So no matter what size of ribbon you have, you want to make sure you save it, because you never know when you might need something to use it for. So I don't throw anything away. I save all my pieces. So I always have at least 5 to 6, maybe 8 different kinds, different sizes of ribbons. I don't have a big galore of baskets of ribbons, but for one thing, I do use them. So I'm constantly changing them out. Again, you can get a lot of these at the Dollar Tree, or again, Walmart or Hobby Lobby, wherever your favorite place is. And you want to make sure you have different sizes on there. I tend to be I like the thinner, the smaller sizes because they're easier to use for trim on cards, and then also to create some little bows. The other thing too is bling. You want to be able to have, right here you can see I have green and pink. So I pull these colors out because these are going to be the primary ones I'm using today for this demonstration. And they come on a roll like this. And you can get these, of course, at Hobby Lobby. And I actually bought several of these at Walmart. So these are not self-adhesive ones, so it's different. But I love these because you can cut them out to whatever size you want, and you're not wasting anything, and you get more for your money. Yes, you will have to glue them, but it's not that hard, and you're saving a little bit of money, getting more for your money. Then, last but not least, glitter. We have all kinds of different glitters. You want to have different sizes, different types. This right here is the extra fine glitter. This pink one is my favorite, along with this glitter crystal that's right here. These two, oh, I love these. I love them, love them. But this extra fine glitter really goes a long ways. And it's a totally different type of glittering when you use it. You don't have to use a lot. It's just wonderful. I love it. And then, of course, you have all your different kinds of glitter. And then you have, like, you see a lot of this at Christmas time, but Hobby Lobby, all the stores, Walmart, all of them, they have this sparkly glitter glue. So glitter glue, it's all ready to go, and you can just put it on, and you're ready to go. Quick and fast, these are. So I pulled out silver in case I decide to use it. Then I also saw at the Dollar Tree these little packets. This is the fine glitter I was telling you about. So there comes 6 different colors in this packet for $1. So I loved it. So I separate them out in different bags because once I open the inner bag, I don't want to lose any of the fine glitter, because like I said, this will go a long ways for the way I use it. So I want these to last me for a while. So every time I go to the Dollar Tree, whenever that is, I'm always going to be looking for that because I want to make sure I can pick up other colors as well. Okay, now the other thing we need is glue. So you want to be careful what kind of glue you use. I am very partial to this tacky glue. And I have been using this kind of glue for years. And for crafting, it has been just really a big helpful tool for me. And what I do is I actually, and you'll see here, I've already poured some glue out here because I wanted to get kind of tacky, because it'll actually help to have everything stick faster and dry faster. So I will let it set out for like a couple of minutes, and then I'll start my embellishment on my decor that I'm going to be decorating. And let's see, what else? Oh yes. So what I use is I like to use different kinds of different tools, and these I make from home. So I have these little pointers that are here, and this is from, and I'll show you, I'll cut one here and show you. So this is from a coffee stir, and all I did was I just cut the edge like this to the side, and so I have a point, because when you go to use the glue, you want to be able to sometimes just have a little tiny little dot on something, and then that's all you need, and then you can sprinkle a little bit of glitter on there, or you can use it for one of the rhinestones, or multi-purpose these little are. So you'll see I have different ones here. So I have a little bit bigger, I used straw on this one, And I use this actually as a scooper for the glitter, and I also will use it for the glue because it's a little bit bigger and I can put more glue on at one time. If I'm working on a big item, I have saved this letter opener from years ago at my old job, and that was thrown away in the trash. I didn't steal it, so it was thrown away in the trash. And I use this and I put a bigger glob on a bigger area. So I use this for the bigger areas to go quicker and faster to cover the glue. And then I use a paper clip. I use a paper clip for the tiny, tiny little dot places. So, and you want to make sure you have scissors. Okay, so now you've seen all the different things that I have out here. I'm most likely not going to use all of this, but I wanted to show you exactly what we were going to be working with. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to show you what I have already done in advance for this picture frame. So I came up with, let me put these cards away. I've already come up with 2 different designs to put in this picture frame. So you can see the picture frame here. And let me show you one card design I have. And this is something that you can add a saying to it, or you can just leave it the way it is. However you want to use this might be something you might want to keep instead of giving it as a gift. So let me just make sure I got it in right. So see, voila, that's how it looks. So all I did was I took a card, and I'm going to set it down right here. I took a card, and all I did was I cut the top piece off. And I saved the back piece because I don't throw anything away. You never know when you're going to need it. But I just took the top card off, embellished it. There you can see where on the flower part I embellished it. And that's how it turned out to be blinged. Now, yes, you can go through if that's your choice, and you can add more to it, but I happen to love that color. Now, let me show you the second idea I came up with. So that's one idea, and here is the second one here. This frame is a good frame because it's easy to fit in, and I'll show this to you. See this? See how that looks? See how beautiful it looks with just a little bit of bling. And see what I did? All I did was add a rhinestone to the flowers. That's it. The color and everything else on here is just, it already is beautiful in the colors and with this frame. But with the added rhinestones, it makes a world of a difference doing that. So see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? So we have this, and I'm going to set that aside. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a card, embellish a card on this as a demo to you. I've already jump started it. Now, one of the things you have to remember is that when you're adding a rhinestone, you have to remember it's going to raise up on the card. So you have to be able to have a frame, like this frame right here is set to where it has a depth behind it. So I can put bigger stones in here, I can put bigger things all in here, and it would fit in here with no problem whatsoever. But these that have smaller frames do not have a whole lot of depth in here to where you can add a whole lot of big standout items. So you have to be careful, like if you're using a heart, and if I was to put that heart on here and I put on a few other big things on here, it may not fit inside the frame. So test it first before you finish that out. Okay, so here's what I did. I took a card, and let me show you. So I took this card right here, and I'm going to use, this is my primary card. So I cut off the top of the card. It was blank on the inside. So I saved that card, the inside card, because I can still use that for another project. So I took, this is going to be my primary card. So I already know it fits in here. I've already measured it, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to add wording down here. So I found this card in my stack, and I'll show you what I did. So here's the card I'm cutting up. So I'm saving the inside. It's a happy birthday card. I'm saving the inside card for a future project that goes in my box. Then on this one, I took this off and cut it because it has a Bible verse on it. And so I'm going to use this Bible verse to put here at the bottom of this card, because this is going to my friend who's had a lot of illnesses here of late. And I want to give her a word of encouragement. And this is what I'm hoping to give to her. Now, again, I don't throw anything away. So I'm saving this part of the card for a future project. So all of these can be reused. So here's what we're going to do. So I've already kind of planned this out. So I already know where I'm going to put this card. And because it's a big area, thank you, Jennifer, sorry, I'm moving around. So because this is a big area, I'm going to take my glue and just put some glue on the saying. And that's one of the key things for me is what color is the card? Does it have any bling already? And what are the sayings on the card? Is it something I know I will be able to use? And I love to give word of encouragement cards. I love to be able to tell people things of hope. Okay, so I have this on there. So now here comes my bling. So now I'm going to take the rhinestones and I'm going to glue it here on the ends of this. Now you have to remember you have a picture frame this is going into. So if you're not careful, you will have it where it's slipping and sliding and not in the right place. So you want to make sure that everything, like the beads, I made sure it doesn't come all the way to the edge. So just make sure it's a good fit on the inside of the frame. And yes, I'm making this a little messy, which is good thing that it washes off. Now, I don't worry so much about do I get glue on the rhinestone, because it will dry clear. So I try to be extra careful on that. Okay, all right. So now we're going to get this put onto here. And the good thing about it is that once we have it on here, it will slide. I can move it around very easily. So see, you can see right here how it looks. So see, just by adding that right there on there. Okay, all right, so now let me finish. And I have 3 other things I'm going to put on. And because these are bigger rhinestones, I'm going to show you the difference from a simple card to a blinged card. Okay, so I have these rhinestones right here. And again, if you happen to get glue on the outside, it does not matter, because on the rhinestones it's going to clear. It dries clear, which is why I love this. Okay, and you don't need a whole lot. All right, so see the difference on that card. So you have a decorative piece here, and of course, yes, you can bling this. You can put splashes of glitter on here if you want to, but I think for right now, I'm going to just keep it like this, and I need to test it to make sure it's going to fit in here. So let me see how this is going to fit, and I'll let you see in just a minute. I want to make sure I have it laid right. Okay. All right, let me put this on, and I will show you. And if I did it right, so this, because of the style of this frame, you can see where you pull it down. This will allow you to have a little height in there. So yes, you can I knew when I had looked at this that it was going to be, and voila, there you go. Simple, quick, yet a beautiful little saying that you can give to a friend and give a word of encouragement to them. So yes, you can take this, you can embellish it, you can put more glitter, you can put some glitter on there and highlight it. And let me give you an example of one. I have it right here. And where did I put it? Sorry about that. I had it sitting right here and it disappeared on me. Oh, here it is, right here. Perfect example. This was not done by me. This was bought this way, a Hallmark card. And so you can imagine how much this was. It was $6, this card was. So see what they did? They have a little bit of rhinestone there, fine. They added a ribbon, and look what they did. They didn't paint, they didn't splash glitter all over the petals. They just spot, see look, they just put a little bit of bling on there, on the leaves. And what I would do with this card is I would probably get some purple glitter and outline the glitter down here for sister and get the sister to stand out. But see, this is what I'm talking about. You can do so much. You can add a ribbon with a bow on it, or you can do ribbon as a trim, or you can do the rhinestone as a trim. But there's so much you can do with these cards. Would I pay $6 for this card? No. This was given to me by my other sister Patty. And so this is special to me. But I wanted to show it to you as an example that no, I would not buy this. I would actually bling it myself and probably add more embellishments and all to it to just make it probably worth $10 by the time I finished. So that's all I have for now. And thank you very much for allowing me to show you some of this products and some of the items that I do, and as far as crafting and getting to enjoy and the time here and being able to spend time going through cards. I read lots of cards when I do this kind of a project. I can spend up to 2 hours finding just one card, the right card for the right frame, for how I want to use it. And it depends upon who I'm doing it for. So I'm always thinking of the person that I'm giving that gift to and how they would feel the joy and enjoy what I've done for them in a personal way. So I hope that this has helped you to get started. And thank you very much for joining us. And Jennifer, do you got anything you want to add to this?
No, I think it's beautiful. You did a great job. Thanks, Kathy.
Well, thank you so much. And do you think we should maybe do a little bit more of this in the future?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
I can see that happening, yes.
Okay, so I can actually go into, at a later time, show you how to do the wall cards, the big wall cards that we do that are not in frames. And so I've done that a lot for several friends. So, but anyway, thank you so much for coming. We're so glad that you were able to be here with us. And we really hope that all goes well with you. Stay safe and healthy. And Jennifer, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we're the two sisters.